These are the meditations of Kantes. On today's meditation, when you are chosen, when you are an empath or you identify as an empath, this is, of course, not by any organization coming and assigning you a license that you are an empath or anything like that. You just know what you know and you relate to the experiences that I'm about to share. When you're an empath and you know your light is so strong that when you come into a place or you are meeting certain people who, you know, most of the world is in darkness. These people are in hell, a small hell they've created for themselves because of the low vibration and the entities. You know, when you give up your soul, your body becomes a shell that can be, you know, consumed and occupied by any low level spirit. So a lot of these narcissist people are very, very possessed, and their body, they have a lot of spirits, and these spirits are constantly multiplying. That's why the narcissism gets worse over time, because their bodies, they become more hollow and they entangle themselves in karma that makes it difficult for them to ever, you know, awaken their soul and even reclaim it, because it's been taken just like they wanted to take your soul. And when you show up with such low level creatures, even though they are children of God, they don't know what to do with humans. They completely don't know what to do. Some of men have gone to places or met new people, and as soon as they see me, they start putting their hands on their head. They are scratching themselves. Some scream, some, you know, they run away. Some, they just feel they don't know. You know, you're very different, you know, and this difference, it shocks their system. And you know, over time I've learned to accept how they behave. Some of them, they will never be able to even be around a person like humans. They're like, literally, they're like, they have to take a deep breath before before they deal with you, because you are on a completely different frequency, and that frequency is, they've never met it anywhere in their entire life. I'm talking about people who 10 years, 20 years, 30 years, 40 years, 50 years, 67. I've met 80-year-olds who I'm the first empath they are meeting. Now imagine, they are not an empath, of course. So, because if they were, it would be water meeting water, as I've mentioned in another video. But it's water meeting rock. So there is a big difference between your energy and their energy. And this energy, it shocks them, and they really, as an empath, as you continue to be on this journey, you have to be comfortable with how you shock people with your energy. It is an amazing blessing to be who I am and who you are, but give them grace. And one of the ways you give them grace is by not allowing them to stay in your space, because as soon as they, you know, that uncomfortability, they think it's because you're new, or because it's the first time they're meeting you, because you might be, you know, very attractive based on their own standards or whatever they deem as attractive. Most of the time you are incredibly attractive, because not even attractive, I'd say most chosen people or empathic people are beautiful. I know it's weird, a man calling himself beautiful, but I am, because of how even women, even people of the opposite sex, it's not just people who of the same sex who are this intimidated by you. People of the opposite sex, man, they have had women who, you know, when you are an empath, you are beautiful. Beauty comes from the heart. So you are incredibly beautiful, and most low-level women don't know how to deal with a man who cannot be, how would I say, manipulated because of her beauty or her body or anything. Because, you know, I'm most likely even more gorgeous than you, because I have a heart. And you, if a woman, all she has is, you know, her body, and has no heart, she's a mannequin. And when you come into the picture, you are living son of God. So people on all levels, people you didn't even expect. I never expected in my life that I'd intimidate a woman, like a woman would be competing with me. But this is at the soul level. This is not on any natural, only how would I say it? This is not something you can consciously think of. This doesn't make sense. Yeah, you have to use your heart to discern this. And a lot of people will be very, very intimidated by you. You have to give them grace to be, to take some time. Some need just some composure. They need like a few seconds. You will go to meet them. Like I'll go to a shop and a person will just literally, it's like they were somewhere here, and then instantly you enter into you come into their reality, and they are here instantly. There was no adjustment between them going here to here where you are, because that's what happens when you're with a high vibration person. Instantly, when you first come into contact, both of you will go to the high vibration. That's the principle of iron sharpens iron, or the higher realms control the lower realms. But with time, because it can't be like that, they'll try to bring you down, they'll try to diminish you, they'll try to something small. It could be a waiter who you've gone to a restaurant and they want to delay your order just to piss you off, or something. They'll have to you know inject negative energy into you so that they could bring you onto your level. There's some chicks who would never fuck with me because of my high vibration. you know there's some people who will it doesn't they like you but they can't. Do you understand? Like they are easy. You're in like a different, you're a foreigner, you know but even a more deeper foreigner, because of the it's matters of the spirit. You will meet people with cars, people with, people you are not even in the same domain. These people, you would expect them to be so high and mighty and not even concerned by you. They are so intimidated, manze. They'll ask people to remove you from certain places. You might lose your job. You might, be. They might refuse you to go. You looking for apartments, and you want to move into a certain place, and they see you and like, they know. They already know. And this is not for us to to focus on. This is just the reality of what will happen. it makes so much it makes life easier for you as an empath if you can just accept that these things will happen. In the beginning, when they begin to happen, you'll realize, just it's like every day you're realizing how powerful you are. And they are a blessing, because without without them being around your life, you would have never really known how powerful you are. They're an amazing mirror. Just like you are a mirror to them, they are a mirror to you. So every time you see them, you're like, I'm not that, or I'm different. And it fills you with love. It fills you with more appreciation for your own self, because you are the one who held on to your soul. They didn't. It's as simple as that. It's as simple as that. You don't have to feel any type of way, because you have your soul and they don't. And because of this soul, you're shining like the fucking sun, man. You're shining like the fucking sun. And yeah, keep going on, man. Keep going on. Keep going on. Let their shocks and their uncomfortability, savor it, enjoy it. You'll hear a lot of greats say they savor the hate. They are always ask, man, how do you handle the hate? They say it's just energy. I channel it to my work. There are certain times, if you're an empath, you know what I'm talking about. There are certain times I can feel like a lot of negative energy is being sent my way. And as I've continued to grow in understanding and inner standing, most of them, man, I'm like, then that's a good gym workout, because of all that hate. That's a lot of ideas about to come to me, because they're going to send me love. But yeah, you will shock a lot of people. A lot of people will be unable to deal with you. They don't even know what you are. Wanafika hivi, they look at, they know this is A, this is B, this is C. They know that's the sun, that's the moon. When they come to you, they're like, what is this? Ini nini? What are you? And we'll always give them the simple answer. It's love. It's love, manze. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Share, like, subscribe. Keep your soul, manze. That's the secret.